250 Gemstones culture represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. We are more than journalism. We are a revolution. Come on, let's kick this door down and let everybody know we up in here. Welcome to the 250 Gemstone News TV channel, baby. How y'all doing? I'm your host, Michael T. Porter. I got another bomb news segment for y'all, but before I begin, you hit that like button, that subscribe button, that share button, hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. Pass me around Facebook, Instagram, and all of the social media platforms, and y'all know how I feel about my chizzy. If you guys like to support the channel, Cash App $Michael US. Also, check out my Spotify podcast, the 250 Gemstones Culture Podcast. Link is in the description. Y'all stay and watch the whole video. We need to talk. Army Ranger cop beats a black queen to death as she was working as security guard in Tacoma, Washington. Beautiful black woman, just doing her damn job, and she gets beaten to death by this deranged individual. A U.S. Army Ranger. A Ranger, think about that. I got a video I want to play for y'all, and I'm going to be right back with you to give you my opinion. Let's go. Let's look at this mess here. lawandcrime.com, if you guys want to check it out. This is the title of the article. I wish I had never gone to that bar. U.S. Army Ranger who joined because of 9/11 and sustained blast concussion gets 20 years for beating a security guard to death on night out drinking. Article written by David Harris. A U.S. Army Ranger will spend the next 20 years behind. He only got 20 years. Spend the next 20 years behind bars for the beaten death of a security guard who tried to prevent him from entering a building in Tacoma, Washington. The vicious beating lasted for 10 minutes, even as the victim repeatedly tried to flee, prosecutors said. Patrick Philip Byron, 29, pleaded guilty in March to first-degree murder in the death of Denise Smith, 41, on July 18, 2021. Byrne was at the time stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord near Tacoma, and Smith had just recently been hired to work security at an office building in downtown Tacoma. The building previously housed Russell Investments, but is now home to Division II Court of Appeals and other businesses. According to a probable cause arrest affidavit obtained by Law and Crime, Byrne was out drinking with friends at a bar when someone punched him in the face during an altercation between his pals and another group. Byrne apparently thought one of the people involved in the fight entered the building where Smith worked and tried to go inside. So he got in a fight at one spot, and then he chasing this guy into another building, and this other building is where this black woman worked, the black security guard, the female, Denise Smith, is where she worked. So I believe she kind of sensed what was going on, or, you know, this guy is drunk, he crazy, but he ain't coming up in this building. So it started in one building, and it began to transfer to a different building where she worked. Smith opened the door apparently to tell Byrne that the building was closed, but he forced his way inside. Surveillance video showed Smith grab Byrne by his shirt to stop him, but the Army Ranger slammed the security guard on the ground. He repeatedly punched her in the face and dragged her around like a rag doll, cops said. He also took a set of keys and began stabbing her in an apparent attempt to gouge her eyes out. Byrne then punched her with the keys in between his fingers. Smith tried to get away, but each time Byrne pulled her back to continue the assault. So this black queen trying to get away from him now, and he kept pulling her back to do his dirt. The beating lasted 8 minutes. Then for the next 2 minutes, he choked her. Byrne got up and ran toward a conference room where he shattered a window with a chair, the affidavit said. He then left the building and apparently jumped from a landing down about 14 feet to the ground, causing him to suffer a brain injury. He began screaming for help, and someone called 911 around 2 a.m. Paramedics came and took him to the hospital, where he told nurses he was stabbed and sexually assaulted. However, there was no evidence he suffered either injury. This man's a lunatic. He's falsifying his own injury. He's lying about injuries that didn't happen. He killing folks. This man, and these are the people that they hire to protect us. Just after 6 a.m., one of Smith's co-workers called 911 after finding her unconscious. Cops found Smith motionless on the ground in a pool of blood. Paramedics pronounced her DOA. Her face was unrecognizable. It was only Smith's third or fourth day on the job. At his sentencing, Byrne apologized to Smith's family. I wish I'd never gone to that bar, that I had never gone out that night, Byrne said, according to the News Tribune. I wish I had never even been out there. None of this would have happened. And Denise Smith, a great and wonderful woman, to be sure, she would still be alive and part of the world for much, much longer. If you guys want to read the rest of this article, once again, it's lawandcrime.com. These people they hire are absolutely despicable. I'm going to meet y'all on the other side to give you my opinion. Let's get at it. Would y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like some of this 250 Gemstones news commentary? Well, of course you do. That's why your ass is here. Beautiful black woman, working security, doing her job at the highest level, loses her life, and this man did her dirty. Y'all heard that story? Y'all heard the rundown, the details? They said when they found this beautiful black queen, this security guard, her face was unrecognizable. He went and started, and she tried to escape. Poor black woman tried to escape. Another white man putting his hands on black women. Another interracial slaying. This is getting. When I read this, I was like, oh my God, this man is a lunatic. This man, and he will only get 20 years. He needs to do a lot. I'm trying to figure out why didn't he get life. First degree murder, and he only gets 20 years. First degree murder, but I guess that's the laws. He should have got life. This was a woman, and just the visual of this, a woman's much weaker than a man. Obviously, he's trained and he's stronger than her, and he was just beating this woman to death, choked her, beat this woman and choked, and it's like, wow. And these are the people that they put on the force to protect us. These are the people that roll up on us. Cops, FBI agents, CIA, all of them. I don't trust none of them. He should have got 2 life sentences. They said when the security guard, Denise Smith, her co-worker came, I can just imagine just seeing your co-worker, what has just been done to her. I can just imagine the horrific scene. And then the family members have to see their daughter laid up like that. Their baby's gone. In the most brutal way. And just the fact that she tried to escape, she tried her best to get away from this freaking animal. He's an animal. And they only gave this animal 20 years. The girl was unrecognizable when he was done doing what he was doing. Unrecognizable. Blood all over the face, all over her face where she was at. And then that wasn't enough. He already beat her, messed up her pretty face. He didn't stop there, choked her. I'm trying to figure out how this man only got 20 years. Was it white privilege? Is it messed up laws? Because he ain't rich, he don't know nobody. It has to be white privilege, or just the laws are just messed up in Tacoma. Tacoma, we on your ass today, Tacoma. What kind of law is that when a man can beat a woman to death and only get 20 years? Y'all give niggas way more time. Just for, in Texas out here, you get found with a bag of weed, 2 pounds of weed ain't nothing. It's a lot. That's a lot of weed, but there's distribution, possession. Just that bag of weed, they about to hit you with all different kinds of charges just on that bag. Intent to distribute. Having this a much amount. You have over a certain amount, that's more time. With the intent to distribute, because they know you ain't smoking up all that, and if you do, you really got a problem. They about to hit you with every type of way. Niggas is getting years for hustling. No violent crimes, just trying to get some money. Niggas is getting years. Football numbers, little piece of heroin, kilo of heroin, you done. You didn't kill nobody for it. You didn't plan on killing nobody, you was trying to make some money. You done. But this man is allowed to beat this beautiful black woman to death. She was unrecognizable. Y'all flood my comments. Why do y'all think he only got 20 years with his trifling, animalistic ass? He's trash. This man is trash. I know he felt sorry. I know we're supposed to forgive in the presence of the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? I understand that he's human. He's definitely going through some things. But at the end of the day, she did not deserve that. This woman, she was just doing her job, y'all. Y'all flood my comments. 250 capital G News. I'm gone.